Hello dear friends, welcome to S4 Sharanya Science classes. Today we are going to discuss about how the metal and non-metal reacting, class 10 topic. Before going to the section, I would like to request you all, if anybody remaining to subscribe my channel, please subscribe me. If the videos are really helpful for you, please share with your friends also. Thank you everyone. Okay, so we are going to the topic. Till the moment we have discussed about the chemical properties of metals and the chemical properties of non-metals. Now we are going to discuss about how the metals and non-metals reacting. What will be the reaction of that and what we will get the product, right? So obviously they will have reaction. जब metals और non-metal react करती है तो आपको क्या product मिल जाती है? So here you can see that they will form compounds, but these compounds are actually special compounds. They are called ionic compound or electrovalent compound. क्यों बुलाती है उसको ionic compound? क्योंकि इसमें ions बन जाती है, right? Because of the ion, they stay together, and that type of compounds are called ionic compound. We will go in detail and you will understand, right? So here you can see that when a metal and non-metal, right? When we are taking a metal, for example, if you are taking a sodium, right, and a non-metal, if you are taking Cl, right, so they will make compound, right? So you can see here they will make NaCl, common salt, right? How they are making, how these are together, this is sodium and this is chlorine, how they stick together? That's actually by exchanging or transferring electron, right? When you are taking the electronic configuration, you can see that sodium atomic number 11, so you have to write that 281. Right? What about chlorine? Chlorine atomic number 17, electronic configuration will be 287. You know that हर एक element, right, chemical reaction में take part करती है to complete the octet, so that they will get the stability. Stability attain करने के लिए वो chemical reaction में take part करती है. Stability means outermost shell में 8 electron होना चाहिए. That's actually the octet rule. You have already learned in class 9, right? So here we are going to learn about that, how they will complete that octet. So you can see that here second orbit, it has 8 electrons. So what it has to do? Either gain 7 or lose this one. Then it will have the octet configuration. So better to lose 1, right, rather than gaining 7. So this electron will give to this chlorine. Chlorine have only 1 electron deficiency. If it is getting that 1 electron, उसको एक electron मिल गया तो उसका octet complete होगा. So this is the method of forming their compounds. So here you can see that this electron will be given to this chlorine. So whenever electron losing, that atom will have the positive charge. Whenever electron gaining, that atom will have the negative charge. So here you can see that they will make the compound by transfer, right? So you can see that transfer of electrons from metal to non-metal, right? So this type of compounds are called ionic compound. Ionic, because ions are making here. Charged particles are called ions, right? Ionic compounds, or even you can say that they are electrovalent compounds. I hope it is clear how the metals and non-metals are taking part in the reaction, right? Now we told that already these compounds are there. Is there having any property, special property? Obviously you can see that they are, it's a combination of metal and non-metal. So they will have some unique properties. What are they, right? So we are going to discuss about the unique property. Very important topic. Mostly board exam के लिए पूछती है. What are the properties of ionic compounds, right? The first one, they are really solid in nature and they are really hard. Why they are really hard? Because you can see that a positive and negative opposite charges attract, right? So they are having a strong ionic attraction, intermolecular force of attraction is there. Because of that, they all are mostly their physical nature is solid, right? So you can see that they are solid and really hard because of the inter-ionic force of attraction. There will be inter-ionic force of attraction will be the negative and positive. So that's why mostly they are solid and hard, right? But they are actually brittle too, right? That means if you are applying somewhat pressure, they will be easily breakable, right? So that means it's not flexible, right? So it is easily breakable too, right? Now, if you are checking the boiling point and melting point, obviously you have learned that they have a strong inter-ionic force of attraction. उसका बीच में inter-ionic force of attraction बहुत ज़्यादा है, तो उसको तोड़ने के लिए आपको ज़्यादा energy, right? देना पड़ेगा, obviously उसका melting point और boiling point उसकी हिसाब से high होगा, right? So they are having a very high melting and boiling point, right? What about the next property? The third property, what about their solubility? They are actually polar. You can see that positive and negative, right? So obviously they are polar nature, they are having the ionic nature, so obviously they will be soluble in water, right? But they are insoluble like kerosene, petrol and such chemicals they are insoluble, right? So they are polar in nature, like dissolved like, right? So they are positive, negative, you can see that. So it will be easily soluble in water. You will learn about the solubility principle and all in the higher classes. Now you have to understand only this much only, that is actually these ionic compounds are easily soluble in water, but they are insoluble in kerosene and petrol like liquids. What about the last, conductivity? They are very good conductors of heat and electricity, you can see that, because they are actually ionic. You can see that whenever they will dissolve in water or in molten state, not in solid stage. Solid state, their inter-ionic force of attraction really strong and they doesn't have any ions, free ions are not at all there. So they will not conduct heat and electricity. But if it is in molten stage, that means semi-liquid stage, or in liquid stage, that means fluid stage, you can say that, they will easily conduct electricity because they are having ions, charged particles to carry that electric charge, right? So that's why they will easily conduct heat and electricity. So they are very, very good conductors of heat and electricity at molten stage because of the presence of ions. But in solid stage, they will not conduct any of the electricity. I hope the property is really clear, right? Now one more topic about this ionic compound you have to learn. I have already drawn that, but then also I will give you that what it is. We told that these are making the compounds like this, right? So here there is a special way of representing it, that is called Lewis electron-dot structure. Electron-dot structure. The Lewis, right? The name of the scientist is Lewis. He actually put forward a special method to represent how the ionic ions or how the covalent also, covalent you will learn in higher, that carbon chapter. Here we are only discussing about formation of ionic compounds kaise hoti hai, right? So the Lewis actually put forward the. Simply you can say that electron-dot structure or Lewis electron-dot structure. So here we are going to learn about that. We will take the same example, NaCl. Right. So what will be the compound? How that? You can see that Na, electronic configuration, atomic number 11, electronic configuration 281. So what you have to show, either you can show here itself or somewhat on the below you can show it, 281. So one electron, outermost electron you have to show here, right. Now what about chlorine? Chlorine you can see that Cl, you can see that atomic number 17, so 287, right. So here I will use some other color or anything so that you can easily represent, or even another symbol you can use it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what will happen? This electron will be given to this. Now what will be the formation? You will get NaCl, right, NaCl. What will happen here? You can see there is no electron, it's given to chlorine, right. Cl, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, chlorine 1, right. So here you can see that I am representing like this. Total, this will get positive charge and this will get the negative charge. Now this is the NaCl compound. When these two are actually adding, you will get this. So this structure is known as Lewis electron-dot structure. I will take another example, then it will be more clear. Another example if I am taking, I will take the example of KCl. KCl, here also it is an ionic compound, right. So KCl, you can see that what is the electron configuration. Okay, I will show you another one, then or even KCl itself you can see that. Here also you can see that outermost shell 1 electron only, right. So potassium, atomic number according to you can write it. So I am representing here 1 electron, right. And chlorine, here also you can see that 7 will be there. There is only 1 electron needed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what will be? This electron will be given to here, and what is the compound making? K. Here nothing is there, so it will have positive charge. Cl, actually you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and along with that this one will be here. So here total negative charge. So this is the KCl. Clear? Right. Now if you are taking another example of magnesium chloride, MgCl2, what will be the equation? Mg, again you can see that 12 atomic number, there will be 2 electron. Electronic configuration, when you are writing, you will get the outermost shell electron. That is very easy, right? So 12 is the atomic number, you can take that, there will be 2, 8, 2, right? So here you can see that there will be 2 electrons here, right? Now chlorine, again chlorine will have same chlorine, right? So 17, right? So then outermost shell may 7 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? 7, right? Now what will happen? This will give to here, right? But chlorine only need 1 electron. Either to 2 hai, because when you are writing electronic configuration, it has to lose 2 electron. Then only it will have the octet configuration, right? So 2 electron ko ek to de diya, ek ko kisko de do? There comes that actually we will take 2 chlorine there. Then you can see that. That means here I will put that. Yes, I will put it in the center. Chlorine once again. You can see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this chlorine, this electron will be given here. Now what will be the compound making? You can see that Mg, right? Magnesium. The 2 electron is actually going from the single element, right? So here 2 positive, right? And what about chlorine? Chlorine, either you can represent these both together, means together or separately, but together will be very clear. So that I will show you how to represent that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 as usual, and you can see that 1 electron is getting. So here normally 1 electron ki chlorine ke upar ek hi minus charge, right? Negative charge aa rahi hai. But here we are taking 2 chlorine. So that's why you have to mention here. Right? So this is the MgCl2, the electron dot structure of MgCl2. But don't ever put that this 2 here. If you are putting the 2 here, then what is the meaning of that? That means 2 electrons are going from 1 element. It's not like that. It's only that 1 electron they are gaining. So it's not like that. Here you can see that from Mg the 2 electrons are going. So that's why Mg2 plus. But हमारा क्लोरीन बिल्कुल अलग अलग है, 2 अलग अलग क्लोरीन के साथ उधर से वो गेन कर रही है. So that's why 2 different chlorine you have to show. So that's why I am taking like this. I hope the electron dot structure is clear for you. You can take any of the ionic compound and you can practice it. By practice only you will learn, otherwise it will be really difficult. In your textbook there are enough examples, go through that and then understand. Right. If you are having any queries, if you are having any difficulty anywhere, you can personally contact me. There is no problem. Thank you everyone.